Good morning, dear students. So once again we are back to online classes. It's after a long time that we come on this platform, and actually today we will try to discuss about notice writing. So I thought of continuing with the lesson, but I had a rethinking, because we will have we will be having class from 24th, and then we will resume the lessons that we have stopped. Okay, meanwhile we will just try to discuss about a writing, that is notice writing. Okay, what is actually notice writing? Notice writing is actually a way of imparting information. Okay, it is actually an information. Okay, it is actually an information that is displayed. Where it is usually displayed? It is displayed on places or newspapers. So this is usually where we find the notices. Notices actually it will be displayed in prominent places, or it may be displayed through news print media and or through magazine. It also can be displayed through magazines also. So usually when we want to give an information, that is usually just towards just giving information to a public. Okay, we usually do it, and whenever we are just publishing it, usually it will have a particular audience that it is aimed at. Okay, if it is a notice that is published there in the school notice board, it will be addressing, maybe it is addressing to the parents. Okay, or if it is to the parents and students, or it can be even to teachers. Okay, so it can address a particular group of people. Okay, only it is it has something to do with only those people who are who actually wanted to get this information, and that is actually then only it will become useful for them. So it is actually an information that is usually displayed on prominent places, and and as I told you, it is only for a selected group. Okay, so group it is. So if you have gone to the places like town hall, only you will find that there are big notice boards are placed there. So, and it will be the informations that are given usually will be addressed to a particular group. Okay, maybe for the public. Okay, as a whole, for the public it will be there, but even there can be information that is given to a particular group of people in the public. Okay, and also since the notice contains a formal announcement or information, its tone and style is formal and factual. That is actually the speciality of it. And what we find here is the tone is okay. When we come to that, formal and factual means only matter of fact will be described there, and it will be very formal in it. So there is no wastage of time and energy there for extra information. Only matter of fact will be given there. Only what is required for to impart the information, that is only what will be given there. And what are the things that you need to keep in your mind when you are just writing a notice? There are few things that you keep in your mind. What is adhere to the specified limit of words. So when you are appearing for the examination, usually the notice is considered as a short writing, a small writing. Comparatively, it is a small in writing, and then it has a stipulated number of words. Okay, the number of words that is usually given is 50 words. Okay, 50 words. This is one thing that you need to keep in your mind. 50 word limit is there. And then if we come to the format of the notice, So the format of notice, first it starts with the name of the institution which bring out this announcement. Okay, name of the institution. So that will be the first thing. First thing, it will be the name of the institution, and then that will be followed by the term notice. Okay, the second thing that has to be there in the notice writing is the term notice. Okay, write the word notice at the top, and then give an appropriate heading. Okay, if it is for if it is related to the schedule of exam. So definitely there should be a schedule of exam. If that is the notice, the information that that is wanted to be displayed, then that should be mentioned there, and then the date. Okay. So while the date is written, don't use the time date. Write only the date that is there, and then the subject, the notice will be written. Notice, the body of notice. So that will be the body of notice will be there, and then that will be followed by the name of the person who is writing. The name of the person, and then just below that you need to so just below that we will have to write the designation of the person. Designation means the office that is borne by that particular person. Okay, once again I will repeat the format. First, name of the institution. Second, the term notice, and then the subject, the title, schedule of examination, then date. Then the body, followed by the name of the person who is writing, and then the designation. So these are the things that it has to be that you have to include in the notice. And definitely the notice is a short writing. It has to be placed inside a box. So only it will be considered as, if it is not placed inside a box, it will be considered as incomplete format, and you may not be able to have the credit of getting full mark. Okay, so these are the things that you have to keep in your mind when you are just writing a notice. And now elaboration of the body, how you need to write the body, what are the things that you have to keep in your mind when you are writing the body of the notice. So what is the purpose of it? Purpose of notice. So that is the first thing that you have to keep in your mind. What is the purpose of the notice? So the purpose is actually to impart some information. Okay, so what is the information that is given, and mention all the relevant details. Okay, it includes date, time, and place. So these are the things that has to be there in it when you are just writing a notice. And one thing that you have to keep, there should be two things should be included, very clearly included in the notice. One is the relevant details, the information that are to be given, imparted, as well as a follow-up. Follow-up means what is to be done in order to in order to complete or in order to do some particular work. Okay, the details that are given there. So in order to go ahead with that, what is to be done, okay, that is actually called as a follow-up. So follow-up is another thing that has to be kept in mind when you are just preparing a notice. So the body of the notice should give, first part should give the relevant details, okay, the information, what is actually going to happen, what are the things that is going to take place, and second, what is exactly needed to be done. Okay, so what is the follow-up that is to be done, it should be very clearly mentioned in the notice, the body of the notice. Okay, once again I will just explain the notice, the format of notice. First it starts with the name of the institution or the organization, whatever it is, as per it is given in the question paper. You have to write the name of the institution or the name of the organization, and second, that it has to be the school or the institution's name should be followed by the term notice. Notice is actually, it should be a term that has to be mentioned very clearly, and then the subject, the title, what is actually it is pertaining to, what it is related to, subject has to be highlighted, and then it should have the date. Okay, date also should be mentioned clearly, and then we have the body of the notice, and then notice after completing the body of the notice, then you just complete it with the name of the person who is writing the notice board and the designation that he carries. Designation means the office of that particular person in that organization. Okay, suppose if it is a principal, then the principal will be the designation, and if it is a teacher, teacher will be given, and if it is a class teacher is the designation, and if it is a student of a particular class, that is actually a designation, and if it is monitor of a class, then monitor will be the monitor class, a particular class will be the designation of that of it. Okay, that is how we can write a good, we can have a very great notice writing. Okay, just try to solve some of the questions that has come in for the examinations in the previous years. Just try to find out some questions and try to solve it. Okay, so if you make mistake in the format, naturally that will be considered as a negative mark, and then for mistakes marks will be reduced. Okay, you will be penalized for those mistakes, so therefore your marks will be reduced when you are when you make mistake in the format. So format will have 1 mark, maybe the questions usually carry 4 marks, and if it is the first one is if there are mistakes, the format will carry 1 mark of this 5 mark, and the 2 marks will be for content and expression, and then your grammatical mistakes, other mistakes will be counted. So therefore be very cautious when you are just taking out, writing down the format. Okay, and even that making the box around notice is also as important as having everything there in the format. Okay, so don't consider it as very light. If there is no box, if you do not place the notice inside the box, naturally that will be considered as a wrong format, and you may be there may be marks deducted from the format. Okay, therefore be very careful, and when you take the body, remember that the first part of the body should be the information, all the information that you have that you want to impart, and second is actually the ways and means to take part in that particular information. Okay, means what is to be done, a follow-up. Okay, that is what the second part should carry. Okay, so with that we come to the end of today's class. Thank you very much.